I'm a former New York State Supreme Court Justice. Let me tell you about a real case story. We'll call him Fred. He was a laborer in a hospital upstate around Rochester, New York. His assignment for that morning was to clear out a clog with a certain chemical that was contained in a can, and this can was in a store closet. Now, can measured about 18 inches high, about 12 inches across. Takes his can, opens it up, takes its contents, puts it into the pipe for the clog. Suddenly there's an explosion and a flashback, and as a consequence, Fred is blinded permanently in the left eye. Well, now this can itself, surprisingly enough, had a little sign on the lower right-hand quadrant of this can. A warning, you should be wearing safety goggles, but you need a spyglass to read it. But across from the bottom of the can to the top of this can, in big red letters, was the expression imprinted on the can, R-E-G-I-T, Regit. What was Regit? We sent our research team to look at all of these scientific papers. They could come up with no such finding for Regit. There was an expert who was called, a PhD, one of the foremost chemical engineers of the country, a full professor at the University of Pittsburgh. What is Regit, R-E-G-I-T? He had never heard of this term. Okay, trial begins in Rochester, New York. The first witness who was called is the CEO of this manufacturing plant, and the questions are asked. Now, you had some printing on this can. He says, yes, we did. We had a warning on this can, and that warning was in the bottom of this can. And of course, the examiner said, yeah, but this warning was just a little larger than a postage stamp, and you need a spyglass to really see it. But the warning was there. Let me ask you something else. From the bottom of the left side of this can to the top of the right side of this can was this big imprinted sign in red letters, R-E-G-I-T. What was the meaning of that? What is Regit? With it, the witness kind of smiles and laughs, looks at the jury. He says, well, actually, we were trying to honor the big salesman of our company. As a matter of fact, he had the most sales for the year. His nickname was Tiger, and Regit, R-E-G-I-T, is really Tiger spelled backwards. What? The jury was amazed at this. Here, the warning, the safety warning, was a little postage stamp, and this big imprinted sign was to honor a salesman? Well, needless to say, the jury was out for 3 hours. They came back, verdict for the plaintiff, in a substantial amount of money. Well, unfortunately, there's no amount of money that will ever restore an eye that is permanently blinded. But at least Fred did have a better quality of life. Well, that's the story from the storyteller. Until we meet again, remember, stay safe and keep out of danger. Thank you.